Welcome to the online video workshop Google Hangouts Part 1 episode. And it's going to be a six-parter, but tonight I'm going to try to get through Part 1 and 2 tonight. Because, first of all, the first one is real short because it's an intro. And then Part 2 is more information that you need to know if you're going to try to get your device working with Google Hangouts. Part 3 will be Monday of next week. I'm going to try to, if I can work 2 videos in on each week, we might be able to get it all done. Welcome to the online video workshop Google Hangouts Part 1. Let me locate where I'm talking from here. It's going to be a 6-parter, but tonight I'm going to try to get through as soon as I locate myself tonight. Closing this one. First of all, the first one is real short because it's an intro. Where am I? Part 2 is there. It is. I had YouTube open. My apologies. This is actually a good thing. All right. When you do a Google Hangout, don't leave your YouTube page open. And we'll actually be talking about that in video 3. So, when we get there, that'll be cool. All right. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and set up my slideshow so you can see it, and then what we'll do is we'll be doing both slideshows one after the other, and I'll take a short break in between. So if you need to run, grab a soda, or take a quick run to the bathroom, we can do that. But for now, excuse me, that's how we're going to work it. So I'm going to go ahead and start the slideshow from the beginning. Beautiful. All right, now let me go ahead and share this, and we'll be talking about screen share in video 3. Okay. Welcome to the online video workshop Google Hangouts series called Video Marketer's Guide to Google Hangouts. And video 1 is the introduction. So, what are we going to cover? Well, video 1, the one that we're listening to right now, is the introduction. And we're going to cover a little bit of the history of Google Hangouts, as well as some of the other things that we're going to be talking about during this show. Video 2 is going to be about setting up your account, because you definitely want to be able to do this, and the good part is Google Hangouts is still free. Next, how to start or join Hangouts, not handouts, and you can do that in video 3. Then, in video 4, we're going to talk about how to use the Hangouts toolbox. And you saw that little lower third that I had in my video. That is how you do it with the Hangouts toolbox, and I will show you exactly how I did that. Video 5 will be using Google Hangouts for webinars. It's a lot easier than you think, and Google is set up makes it even easier. And then video 6 will be the conclusion, where we're going to tie everything together and basically tell you how to use this for business, because after all, we do want to be doing business with our Google Hangouts. Alright, let's talk a little bit about Google Hangouts. First of all, Google Hangouts was launched in May 2013 and was designed to replace Google Talk, GChat, Google Plus Video Chat, which was also called Hangouts, though it was not able to integrate with other programs, and Google Messenger. That's right. And if you can imagine all those things in separate departments, and Google decided to merge them all together into one. And basically they added the integration to be able to work with things like YouTube. So what can you do with Google Hangouts? The easy thing is, first of all, connect to friends and family via text, via voice, and via video. See, if you have the Google Hangouts app on your phone, you can actually text people as if you were texting them using the SMS service, but it actually can bypass the SMS completely. And you can also send voice messages using Google Hangouts. And you can also do video. So Google Hangouts is a little bit like Skype in a way, but there are some advantages to Google Hangouts that you don't have with Skype. Some other things you can do: you can connect to leads, clients, leads, and prospects. Now, this is important for us, and you can do it using text, voice, and video. But the most important part of this is going to be the video part. And really, there's two separate Google Hangouts that you need to worry about. One is Hangouts on Air, and the other is the Hangouts, video Hangouts, basically. And the video Hangouts, well, we'll talk a little bit about those a little bit more in the next video. But why is Google Hangouts important? Well, first of all, it doesn't cost you anything. It instantly saves to YouTube. And the asterisk there is because video Hangouts does not. Only Hangouts on Air. Now, Google Hangouts is very robust. You can have 10 people on a video Hangout talking together. In fact, you can have a group talk where people are just talking back and forth. With Hangouts on Air, you can have up to 100 people on there. Plus, if you're using YouTube, you can have thousands of people watching through the YouTube channel as well. And it's powerful. I mean, the fact that you can embed your code on your website makes it a lot more powerful. Now, in video 2, we're going to discuss the device requirements for using Google Hangouts, the specifications, and how to get set up. So we'll take a short break and then we'll get on to the next video. Let me go back to the screen sharing, or get off of the screen sharing so that I can switch over to the other presentation. And if you need to run to the restroom, now's a good time to do it. I'll take a minute to give you that opportunity, because I have to set up the slideshow to make sure that it's going to do what I want it to do. Oh, set up slideshow. Duh. All right. So let's see. I wanted to do it to an individual window, and see, these are all things I'm going to have be showing you in some of the other videos. Okay, so I'm ready to start the slideshow from the beginning. I sure hope I have some transitions on these slides, otherwise it's just going to be a boring presentation. But anywho, let me go ahead and share the screen for this one, and then I'll introduce. Welcome to video 2 of the Video Marketer's Guide to Google Hangouts, and this one is about setting up your Google Hangouts account. So, what are we going to cover? Well, we're going to talk about the device requirements, your Hangout specifications, and how to create a Google account, and how to create a Google Plus page. And we'll discuss why that's important in a moment. We're also going to cover connecting with YouTube, creating circles, and adding to your circles. And of course the privacy settings, which is pretty important. All right, let's get into the device requirements. First of all, you need a browser. And Google Chrome, obviously, since Google is the maker of both Chrome and Hangouts, is the most recommended of the browsers. However, it will work with Internet Explorer and Firefox as long as you have the most recent versions. Same with Safari for you Mac users. Now, operating systems, it'll work with Mac OS X, Windows 7, 8, and 8.1, and the Chrome operating system for you who use Chromebooks, and Ubuntu, which is a Linux version. Some other requirements, well, first of all, Google Hangouts works on PCs, and we'll talk about the minimum specs on the next slide. Some models of tablets, in fact, it's probably the bigger majority of tablets are supported, same as the majority of smartphones. Now, there are some models of both tablets and smartphones that are not supported, and basically some PCs are not supported because of the minimum specs. Processor, well, you need 2 gigahertz dual core or greater. That's for your PC. Now, bandwidth, you need for one-on-one connections, the minimum you need is 1 megabyte or 1 megabit per second up and 1 megabit per second down. For group connections, the minimum requirement is 1 megabit per second upload and 2 megabits per second download. Now, the majority of the broadband internet is at least that much. All right, Hangout specifications. Group Hangouts support up to 100 people, and you can actually have more watching it on embedded players and on YouTube, because you can send people to your YouTube page, and you can also send them to your embedded players. You can also have, for the video calls, which is the video Hangouts, you must have a broadband connection to the internet, and you can have up to 10 participants. Now, if you're using the Google Apps for Business or Google Apps for EDU, it allows you up to 15 participants. And I'm actually seeing some tests where they're getting up to 25. So I think they're working on making it bigger and more robust than it was before. And of course, there's system checks to see if you're still there after 150 minutes. So you basically can be on there quite a while before the system will even look to see if you're still connected, because they don't want to have somebody that's on, for 3 whole hours and they didn't even, talk on there. They're just using up some bandwidth. So, basically, as long as you're there, maybe something will pop up and then you click on it and then you're back good to go. Alright, first of all, to get set up, you need a Gmail account. And all you have to do is go to accounts.google.com/signup. Or you can just type in Gmail in your search engine, and your Gmail sign up will show up in there as well. See, one account is all you need. You need a single username and password to get you into everything that Google does, which is Gmail, Chrome, YouTube, Google Maps, the Play Store, and Google+. So it's pretty cool, and it'll work with tablets, phones, and PCs. So for creating your Google account, you need a first and last name. They really don't like you using keywords for your first and last name unless that's really your first and last name. A username, which can be anything. I say reasonable because they don't want you using dirty words and stuff like that. And there would be a good place to use a keyword. And then a password, which you want to have that pretty secure. You don't want to use something real easy to figure out like 1, 2, 3, 4 or anything like that. All right, and then as you go on to filling out the form, you need your birthday, and that's used mainly for security purposes, although they like to be able to have people send you birthday greetings and stuff like that. Gender, they give you a choice of male, female, or other. Then there's a mobile phone number, and that's great because if you have a mobile phone number, then you can be reached using your smartphone. And of course, your current email address. So that way, if for some reason you lose your password to your Gmail account, you can just reset it and they'll send it to your current email address. Then of course, they want you to prove you're not a robot. And if you skip that verification, they will have you do a phone verification. And then the location, which will be your country. And then they want you to make sure you agree to the terms of service and the privacy policy, and then you would click on next step. All right, once you've created your account, fill out all the profile info. This helps others find you. And if you're doing a lot of business in a specific niche, mention that because it'll help people find you. Plus, you can tell them about your website and any pages you're going to be creating, which is the next one, which is create a page for your business. And I wrote niche in there because not everybody is, your standard business where you are taking money for selling something, okay, or doing a service. There are some niches where all you're doing is selling affiliate products, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can create a page for each niche you want and then be able to post your Google Hangouts for that as well. And it helps you. The reason we use pages is it lets you separate your business from your family and friends info, because a lot of times you're doing stuff on your profile that you don't necessarily want your business people to get involved with. Say you were at a party and you took some drunk selfies and then you upload them to your Google profile. You don't want your business partners or potential customers to see your drunk selfies. So that's why it's a better idea to use a page for your business stuff, so that way your drunk selfies don't show up there. All right. Now, the other thing is it lets you to target specific topics, whereas your profile is going to be filled with more randomness than a page would be. And that's why I recommend, too, that you do pages based on niches and not based on just your business. If you do, especially if you do a lot of affiliate marketing, you want to try to separate your business into as many niches as possible so that you can target those topics and get people to follow those particular pages. And of course, you can have multiple pages in different niches. Now, the one drawback with this is that you're going to be needing phone numbers for any channels you create for your Google Hangouts. Now, you could use one all-encompassing channel, but I don't recommend that. All right, let me show you how to connect your page to YouTube. First of all, you're going to log into YouTube, And you see that here with all the 9 little squares there? That actually opens up to a menu that has Google Plus, has Google Search, YouTube, Google Maps, Play Store, Google News, Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, plus a support. But you want to log in and then to YouTube, and then go to youtube.com/account_advanced. You're going to want to click Connect with a Google Plus page. And then I recommend whatever name you used for your page should be the name you use for your channel. Of course, the best thing is if you're using a keyword-rich name, because now you're going to get found more in search engines. But again, I recommend that your page name should be your channel name, just to make it easy for people. Because in social media, you want to be able to be easily identified. And if your name stays the same throughout, then it's a lot easier to be found. Alright, before your first Hangout, verify your identity to be able to post your Hangouts to your new YouTube channel. So you're going to need to set up both your page and your channel with profile pictures and headers. Now, the verify your identity part, before I get too far ahead, it's going to be with a phone. Now, you could either have a text to your phone or a call to your phone, but you're going to have to punch in the numbers when they do that, when they send it to you. Then you set up both your page and your channel with similar profile pictures and headers, because you want it, again, to look more professional, and you want people to feel more comfortable going from your page to your YouTube channel. And of course, if you need graphics, you can have them made on Fiverr.com. Alright, we're going to create some circles. First of all, from your page, select People from the left menu directly below the Google logo. See, that's what it looks like right there. Now, select Find People from the top menu bar. See, there it is right here. Nope, I even circled it for you. And then what you do is you search for people. If you know some people in particular niches, you know, that talk about things that you're planning on selling, then those are the ones you're going to find, and you want to add them. So when you get to their page, usually they'll have that add button right there, and you want to click on it. And you want to place a check in the relevant circles where you're going to be adding them. And if you need to, you can click Create a New Circle and give it a name. And then you can use the search to find new people with similar interests. Alright, adding people to circles. See, all you got to do is drag and drop the person. Once you find people that you know, you can just drag them into particular circles. And it's pretty cool. Plus, it'll even show you which circles they're already in if you've already got people in some of your circles. Alright, now let's talk about privacy settings. First of all, it's a good idea to keep your privacy settings in such a way that you're not bothered by the spammers out there. So you can change the privacy settings to suit your taste. And you can do that. You can actually choose who can interact with you and who can hang out with you. And you just go to the same menu underneath the Google logo and select Settings. And you can change your notification settings, where you can have notifications via email, via phone, both, or neither. And there's a lot of things that you may not want to get notifications for. So that's why they have the settings there. Because otherwise, especially if you have more than one page, you don't want to be getting 1,500 notifications every time something happens on one of your pages. Now we're going to talk about what's on video number 3, which is going to be on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m., just like we did tonight. And we're going to talk about setting up a Hangout, using Hangout as an event, using Hangouts on air, and that basically is it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Actually, let me get out of that screen share. There I am. And, well, that's the video for today. And what I'm going to be doing is taking these videos that I've done, separating them out into individual ones. So there will be 6 individual videos in the members area on Online Video Workshop. And starting tomorrow at 11 a.m., you can actually buy the Online Video Workshop video training guide that I've put together that teaches you all the video marketing tips and tricks that you could use to get some serious traffic and sell some affiliate products. And I didn't put a link out here for you. I guess I need to do that because this is pretty important. Well, actually, there is a link to the free report that's on here. And if you go to that free report, download the report, it will also take you to the training guide. And as an upsell, I got to tell you this, truth in advertising, there is an upsell, and the upsell is a video training video series for you to use for, figuring out all the best tips and tricks, and we actually show you what to do. So that's what we have for you. Head over to Online Video Workshop, and I have a post right now with this video on there, and below it there is a link for you to get that report. But stay tuned on onlinevideoworkshop.com. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. I will be posting a link to the training guide itself, so you don't have to get the report. All right, well, thanks again for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. on bloggingwithmichael.com. All right, so have a great day.